Let's talk about age gaps. It is my absolute favorite trope. A good age gap will just make me completely feral. I am here to share my knowledge, and I am good at knowing about age gaps in romance books. Consider this your ultimate age gap romance guide. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I apologize. If you look behind me on this shelf over here, it's kind of bare. I took some of these books out. It's so funny because I have all these books over here that were like age gaps. They were all in a bunch and I'm like, okay. And then my guides up here are all age gaps. I'm only going to talk about the books that I've read that are age gaps. I'm going to go into my iPad because you all know about my book reports. And I have a lot of books that are read on Kindle that I do not have a physical copy, and I will talk about those. We're going to start with, I don't know. I have no idea. Let's do like some Kindle books first, I think. And no, let's not do no. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I have no idea. When do I ever? First things first, let's have a drink. Oh, it's almost empty. Shall I have another, or should I be a good girl and drink water? I think I need to drink water. I'm feeling slightly parched. Okay, before I start this video, I am going to tell you that these books are in no particular order. These books are in no order of like me liking ones more than the others. I am going to tell you if I loved a book or not, but most likely if I have it in physical form, it's because I liked it. A lot of times I will read a book on Kindle. If it's available on Kindle, I will read it first on Kindle, and if I like it, then I will buy it. A lot of times I will just buy the physical copy of a book without reading it on Kindle first, but for the most part, it is the first way. So if I have it in physical, I probably liked it. Although I have read some pretty like weird age gap shit, weird on Kindle that I would never ever buy physical. So I am going to talk about those. I fear that this video is going to go longer than I want to, but I will try and keep it under 30 minutes. First things first, let's get the Mr. series out of the way because it is one of my favorite series of all time. The Mr. series by T.L. Swan. There's 3 books in the series. I only have one of the physical. I am looking to get the other 2. Mr. Masters is book 1. Mr. Spencer is book 2. Mr. Garcia is book 3. And I did talk about Sebastian Garcia in my last video that I posted on Wednesday of my top 15 book boyfriends, even though he's a little out there and needs a lot of help. But Mr. Masters is book 1. This was the first book that I read in the series. You do not need to read these in order, but they are interconnected standalones and they all feature in each book. They're all friends. So they're in each other's lives. I would start with Mr. Masters. There's a 14-year age gap between Brielle and Julian. She is his live-in nanny, of course, and they just can't help themselves. Mr. Spencer is about Spencer and Charlotte. There is another 14-year age gap between Charlotte and Spencer. He is a well-known playboy. She is a good little rich girl, and she can't stand him for a little while, but at the same time, you know how that is, that enemies to lovers type of thing where like you don't really want to be with that person or like that person, but you can't help it because you have like this insane attraction that's like crazy and you just can't control it. That is Charlotte and Spencer. Mr. Garcia, Sebastian and April have a 10-year age gap. She is a barista. She's also in law school. He is a rich something. Why can't I think of it? He does something in politics, I believe. I think. I will double check on that, but whatever. Does that matter? Not really. It doesn't. Neither here nor there. There's a 10-year age gap. He comes to her coffee shop. She makes the worst coffee ever. She's just trying to get by, trying to pay her rent, whatever. She finds a job at this exclusive club and becomes an escape girl, which is basically a really cushy job that you need to work 4 nights a month and you're making like bank. You have to just spend a night with a rich guy. It's exclusive. So like nobody knows anything. Like it's all rich people. They're all vetted, etc. Long story short, she ends up with him. They kind of like fall in love immediately, but then something happens, and then like years later is when the story takes on. That book was my favorite because it just took you on a roller coaster ride. But yeah, the Mister series, you guys need to check it out. You guys are gonna have to forgive me if I forget some of this stuff. So yeah, I've done book reports on most of the books that I read, but not all of them. So I'm just going off the cuff of like what I remember and what I don't remember. But I will remember that Carrie and Cole's All Torn Up series is absolutely fucking amazing. And they're both age gaps. There are two books in this series, Torn and Tied. Torn is about Torrin and why did I forget her name? Torrin and Kenzie. There is a 15-year age gap between them. He is her father's best friend. Now, I know what you're thinking, ew, gross, but she was in love with him since the time she was 5 years old. Like, she knew. She told him when she was 5 that they were going to get married. When I tell you that this book not only was spicy, but like tore my heartstrings. Carrie and Cole has a way of getting into your heart and just like pulling every feeling and emotion out of you. And it doesn't matter if it's a forbidden romance or whatever. It's just so good. So freaking good. And the second book in the series is Tied, and this is about Torrin's brother, Tyler. And hold on, what is her name? Oh, wait, I have a book report. Oopsies. Holly, that's her name. Okay, rewind. Torn is about Torrin and Kenzie. Tied is about Tyler and Holly. Tyler is Torrin's brother. These do not need to be read in order, but I would just because like that's what I do. And I feel like if a book is written first and a book is written second, why not read them? They're interconnected standalones. Read them together. Read them in order, guys. Read them in order. Anyway, Holly was stolen when she was young. Tyler saved her. She has never been able to get him out of her mind. So years later, yeah, I mean, see these tabs? Do we see these tabs? Okay. Amazing. Amazing. I hope I mentioned that their age gap is 10 years here. This next series, I have mixed feelings on. American Queen. There's also American King and American Prince right here. I rated this book 4 stars. I've talked about this in my past videos. I don't really like the MMF trope. That's my personal opinion. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't like to share, so I have issues with it. I thought this book was very good, and I love Sierra Simone so much, but I probably won't read it again. And I have a discreet cover right here that I got by accident. It was good, and people love this book. I actually DNF'd American King. I just really didn't like it. But for the purpose of this video, there is an age gap. You have the President of the United States, the Vice President of the United States, and you have Greer, who is a college professor and is stuck in between both of them. But at the same time, the President and Vice President love each other too. The age gap, 10 years between Greer and Ash. Ash is the president. He ends up being her husband. This is the Possessing Her series, book 1 and 2, Once You're Mine and Now You're Mine by Morgan Bridges. I absolutely love me a stalker. I have like serious, he's older than her and he's a stalker and he's a killer and he's a do-gooder by day. We got an almost 10-year age gap here between Kalisa and Hayden. They meet because her father was on trial for murder or something. I'm going off the cuff here. I'm not really sure. You guys know my memory sucks. Her father was on trial and Hayden was the prosecutor, and I guess her father got off or something. And so he has his own type of vigilante shit that he does for the people that don't get convicted in the courts. So at the same time, he obsesses over her. He falls first. He's fucking absolutely unhinged. And I love him. Of course, you have to read book 1 in order to read book 2. Amazing. Once You're Mine, Now You're Mine, the Possessing Her series. I think that it's worth mentioning that all the books in this video that I'm talking about, their age gaps I'm talking about are like at least a decade. I don't personally think that an 8-year age gap is an age gap, like a significant one. Speaking of significant age gaps, Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. We've got Daddy Pike and Jordan, 19 years. And it could not be any hotter. I just talked about Daddy Pike in the last video. I didn't really go into much detail about him, but he has been in my top 3 of favorite book boyfriends since I started reading romance. This man is just amazing. Yeah. I mean, you've got Jordan and her boyfriend. They move into the dad's house. There's angst. There's longing. There's all the tension. And finally, when it comes to a head, it is just so good. It is so good. And this guy really cares for her. Her boyfriend was a fucking asshole. And they ended up breaking up. They ended up breaking up while they're still living in the house. So this is the reason why he ends up with her. So yeah, 19 years. You guys got to read this book. This is a one to keep on your shelf. Now I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. People are split completely on this book. I just talked about this in my last video as well. Credence by Penelope Douglas. We just talked about the age gap in Birthday Girl. There is an age gap in Credence as well between Uncle Jake and Tiernan, but it's not specified. So I'm going to assume that it's somewhere close to 20 years. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. I'm just assuming. People are split. They either love this book or they hate it. I ate it up. I completely ate it up. And here is the thing. They are not related. He ended up getting custody of her because her father died and her mom died. He never met her. And he wasn't her father's real brother. It was his stepbrother, and they just never got along. So like, it's insignificant whether these people are related or not because they're just not. So when you take that piece out of it, it's sort of just like, okay, it's another situation that we want to be in, but we don't really want to be in our real lives. But like, it'd be kind of cool if you were in the book to be in. He ends up taking her in. He has 2 sons. They live on a mountain. The mountain closes for 6 months, pretty much in the snow. You're just snowed in that motherfucker for 6 months up in the mountain with 3 guys. I will leave the imagination to you to tell you what happens in this book. Although I will tell you that I particularly did not like the ending. A lot of people did. I didn't like it. I just thought it just sort of like didn't really make sense to me, but in a way it kind of did. But like, I was just Team Jake all the way. And that's just because I enjoy an age gap and I just love it so much that I wanted them to be together so bad. I thought their chemistry was so amazing that it should have just been. But that's my opinion. And that's all I'm going to say. It's so funny to me because I'm talking about all these books, but I just talked about most of these guys. The last like 4 guys or so were on my top 15 of book boyfriends. So that there's a trend there. There's a trend that's happening with me and like my thinking of like who I'm attracted to. But anyway, Dark Notes by Pam Godwin. Pam Godwin wrote Lessons in Sin, which is on my list of top like craziness of age gaps as well. But Dark Notes is about Emmerich and Ivory, and Emmerich is a music teacher, an exclusive music school, and Ivory is this amazingly talented pianist, and they have a 10-year age gap. She comes from a pretty like kind of fucked up home life, and so of course they're, you know, they're drawn. They just, yeah, it's good. It's spicy. This is hot. This is hot. So one of my friends and I are annotating a book and we're going to give it to each other. And this is the book that I chose to give to her. She doesn't know it yet, but she might know it now. This book will forever live rent free in my head. It is so good. Also, Lessons in Sin. Let me find out what that age gap is. I don't have that book in physical copy. Lessons in Sin age gap is Don't know. Oh, Lessons in Sin age gap is 22 years. I'll come back to them because I have to like go into my notes and I will tell you the characters' names and everything. I just know that it was just really hot. It was another school situation between a priest who is a priest in the school and a student. I eat up a student teacher trope. Now we're moving into the Salacious Players Club series. Ironically, as well, Emerson is my number one book boyfriend. We just know this already. The age gap between Emerson and Charlie is 19 years. Perfect. This book is a staple. This man is amazing. He is a dom. He has a lot of money. He owns the Salacious Players Club, which is an exclusive schmex club. He has special tastes where his secretaries are submissives, and that is how him and Charlie meet, because Charlie's boyfriend is his son. And they broke up. She needed to get her deposit back for the security deposit for their house, and the dad had it. So she shows up at the house. He thinks that she's a submissive secretary. He tells her to get on her knees. She's like, what the fuck? She does it anyway. And he's mortified when he finds out why she's really there, but intrigued by her. And she's intrigued by him. And she does all this research on the subject. Long story short, she ends up being his regular secretary, but things happen. Yes, 19 years. And the second book in the Salacious Players Club, Eyes on Me, is between Garrett and Mia. They are step siblings. There is a 13-year age gap. This book was hot. It's hot. He's a voyeur and he likes to watch. He is a partner in the Salacious Players Club. So they all have their own little gifts and tastes. And book 5, I believe. Wait, let me think. Eyes on Me. Give Me More Mercy. Book 5, Highest Bidder, between Ronan and Daisy. Between Ronan and Daisy is 35-year age gap. Oh my God. Oh my God. So Ronan is a patron of the Salacious Players Club, and Daisy works there. I think that she's a bartender or something. I don't remember right off the bat of my head right now, but she's a bartender. She gets auctioned off in this auction, and then he wins, and she's living like in her van, I think, if I'm not mistaken. He ends up taking her home. There's a whole backstory with these two that you're like, whoa, what the fuck? Are you fucking serious? So there's much more to it than that. Way much more. Like history way back that she didn't know about. So fucking good. I'm in my archives. I'm in all of the books that I read that have age gaps. And forgive me if some of it is a little fuzzy, because we're going back. And forgive me if I don't exactly know the age gaps, but you'll know there's an age gap because some of them are just obvious. It's obvious, okay? Brutal Intentions by Lilith Vincent. I gave this book 3 stars. I didn't particularly like it. Lazaro gave me the ick. He was married to her mom, but then like later on, I kind of liked them together. What is the kid's name? Jesus, I don't remember. Let's see. What was her name? Mia. Oh God, I don't know how to feel about this. No, read it. I wouldn't read it, but like I don't know. There's a good age gap there, but it ended up being okay. But like okay. Moving on. I don't even want to talk about this book. Daddy's Addiction. No, 2 stars. And 2 stars when I first started reading, so it must have been really fucking bad. Fierce Obsession by Sadie Kincaid, which is book 4 in the LA Ruthless series. I didn't do a book report on this, so like I have no clue about anything right now, okay? Like at all. Oh shit, you know what? So the LA Ruthless series is 4 books, and you have to read them in order. So let me just backtrack to that. This is one of my favorite series ever by Sadie Kincaid. There are 4 books. Fierce King, Fierce Queen, Fierce Betrayal, and Fierce Obsession. And the first 2 books, Fierce King and Fierce Queen, are about Alejandro and Alana Montoya. And books 3 and 4 are about their adopted daughter. Why can't I think of her fucking name? Lucia. Back up, back up, back up. Okay, so books 3 and 4, Betrayal and Obsession, are about Alejandro and Alana Montoya's adopted daughter, Lucia Montoya, and Jackson Decker, who happens to be my number 4 on my top 15 book boyfriend list. He is Alejandro's second in command. So yeah, okay, yes, there is a significant age gap there. Not sure how much. It's a pretty big one. I don't think it says it here, and I'm just not going to look for it. Just know that this guy's older. He's hot. I love him. I love their chemistry was just amazing, and you guys should read it, but make sure you read it in order because you won't understand what's going on if you don't. Okay, the Alliance series, Nero, King, Dom, and Hans, which I have up there. I'm not taking it down. The Alliance series by S.J. Tilley, they all have a significant age gap. You guys have to read these books. I'm telling you right now. They are sacred to me. I love them. You guys should read them. All of these men are unhinged. All of these men love their women. These Alliance men absolutely worship their women better than anybody else that I've ever seen in my entire life or ever read in my entire life. And everyone should read it, okay? Moving on. QB Tyler. Let's talk about QB Tyler because QB Tyler, I just finished a QB Tyler book last night. QB Tyler, I don't know if I need to go down the line of all these age gaps, but you probably should read them all. She does taboo and age gap like nobody else. I read a lot of QB Tyler books. I'm just going to tell you the list here. Love Unexpected, Unconditional, The Worst Kept Secret, Always Been You. I'm just going down it here because I was on a QB Tyler kick and she does age gap. Woo! Holy shit. What Was Meant to Be, The Season of Secrets. Do I need to go on anymore? I don't need to go on because she's just, you need to just look up QB Tyler and just read all her books and you're going to be totally satisfied. Lessons in Sin. This is what I was telling you guys about before. Father Magnus runs a boarding school. It's about Father Magnus in Tinsley. This is my book report on it. This is how I know a book is good because I did do a report on it, as you see. Just as I suspected this video is going to go long. I feel like 95%, okay, 90%, maybe 85, 90% of the books that I read are all age gaps. I swear, and I didn't even notice it until I just looked into my book reports, but Irish Kiss by Sienna Blake. Saoirse lives, I'm just going to read what I wrote here. Saoirse lives with a deadbeat mom who has a different man in her bed every single night. So basically, she gets in trouble and then she has to go on probation or whatever with Darmid. And I spoke about a book that I just finished called Dublin Ink. And Darmid is featured in that book as well. But this is between Darmid and Saoirse, and so there's a pretty big age gap there. They end up falling in love. It's a whole thing. It's just beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And let's move on because I am going to run out of time here. I just don't want to have a long video. I just chatter enough as it is. In the Gray by B.B. Reed. It was another age gap book. This is an urban romance. This is the first urban romance that I have ever read. And I feel like if you have not read an urban romance before, you're going to have to get used to the lingo. It's a little bit different. The lifestyle's a little different, but I absolutely fucking eat it up every single time. There's a there's like a 20-year age gap or something like that between Atlas and Rowdy, and that's his street name, I believe it is. This book was so fucking good. The plot twist in the middle end of the book had me rolling on the floor. My mouth was open. You guys should read it. In the Gray by B.B. Reed. So fucking good. Sinner by Sierra Simone is book 2 in the, what is this series called? This is Sinner. Okay. I don't know what this series is called. Oh, it's a pre-series. Okay. Duh. I just didn't know if it had like some other weird name to it. But anyway, let me put these back. Oh shit. All right, whatever, forget it. Sinner is book 2 in the Priest series. There's Priest, there's Sinner, there's Saint. I did not read Saint yet. I read Priest, loved Priest, but there's a 15-year age gap in Saint. And the reason why I know there's 15 years because I wrote it in my book report. See, I just have to make sure I'm on top of these book reports. This is my book report for Sinner. There's a 15-year age gap. I believe it's his best friend's little sister. Say no more. We've got a 21-year age gap between Maddie and Axel in Latte Darling by S.J. Tilly. Latte Darling is book 2 in the Darling series, and there's a 21-year age gap. It's a blind date, and a silver fox shows up, but that was not who her blind date was supposed to be. I'm pretty sure that her original blind date was his son, but he wanted to send his father instead. This is my book report. How pretty. Love it. S.J. Tilly is my favorite. She's the one that wrote the Alliance series. I just, like I said in my last video, I don't think there's, or this video before, I don't think there's any book that she could write that I don't like. So yes, very good, very spicy. I rated it 5 stars. I gave it a spice rating of 4.5. The Sin series, also by S.J. Tilly. Can you guys see that I love her so much? The Sin series, all 3 books have an age gap. There are 3 books in the series: Mr. Sin, Sin 2, and Miss Sin. I cannot explain to you how much I love S.J. Tilly's writing, and all of her FMCs are always plus size, which I think is so relatable with body image and all that stuff. And she just shows that any woman can be sexy, and I fucking love that about her. Heartless by Elsie Silver. I'm so sorry, guys. I gave this book 3.5 stars. I don't know if I was in the right space at the time when I read this book to read it, to be able to give it a decent rating. So I am going to read it again, just like I was going to read, I believe it was Reckless, or one of those less, I don't know which one it is. I have to be in the mood for an Elsie Silver book, I think. I just, at the time, I don't think I was ready. Everybody loves Heartless. Everybody loves it, and I did not. I'm sure you'll love it. I was just probably in a mood that fucking day. I don't know. I have no idea. The Single Dad and the Intern by Marnie Mann. Those are also age gaps. Don't know exactly how much. I'm trying to go through this really fast, guys. I'm going to just give you guys the rating because honestly, I'm getting tired. Ugh. Love So Wrong by Brooke Summers. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's not. Yeah. But let's not talk about it. Let's just go back. Oh my God. Older by Jennifer Hartman. I fucking loved this book. Listen, anything Jennifer Hartman is going to tear at your heartstrings. It does not matter what it's about. It does not matter what the plot is. It does not matter if there's an age gap. It does not matter anything. How she writes digs into your soul and you just cry. You just cry. Jennifer Hartman makes you cry. Older was so fucking good. I don't know exactly how big the age gap is because I didn't put it here, but her name is Haley and he calls her Comet. Like Haley's Comet. Aww. Reed, that's his name, okay? He is like, they just love, oh my God, I just love them. I love them so much. He's her best friend's father. She did not know that he was her best friend's father though, because like she never met him. So like now they've met and it's like a whole thing. Like, oh God, oh my God. Listen to this. Falling for you has been the easiest thing I've ever done. Everything else, painful, torturous, difficult beyond belief, but loving you effortless. Like, are you fucking serious? The Lovely Return by Carrie Ann Cole. Another one. Carrie Ann Cole is like a Jennifer Hartman to me. Like, she kills my soul. She kills my soul. She kills my soul. Okay? You got an age gap here. You have a, oh my God. This book hurt me. so bad. Alex and Brianna, they're having a baby. She ends up getting into a car accident. She and the baby ends up dying. 7 years later, there's a 7-year-old little girl, and she lives near or like in the neighborhood or whatever, and she keeps passing by Alex's house, and she keeps telling her mom that she wants to go home. She wants to go home to the house with the red door and the fucking dog, or the red dog. I don't remember what it was. Whatever. I just know that this is what happened. So she keeps telling her she wants to go home. I want to go home. I have a husband. I have this, that, and the other. This little 7-year-old girl, I don't think I need to tell you who this 7-year-old girl is. If she's telling her mom that she needs to go home to this house with the red door or the red dog, whatever the fuck it is, okay? And her husband's there and this, that, and the other. And she keeps going there. She keeps going there. He keeps seeing her. I can't. I'm feeling, I can't. We gotta move on. We have to move on. I am now on my second book journal. So we have gone through the first one. And now I'm on my second one. I'm going to try and blow through these as much as I can because it's getting late and I have to go to work. Keep Her Safe by QB Tyler. So good. I rated it 4.5 stars. Pretty sure it's about a bodyguard and an actress. I am right. So hot. Really, really good. Like I said, QB Tyler is the queen of taboo age gap romance. I cannot with this lady. She kills me every single time. Resisting Mr. Kane by Nora Lucas. I rated it 4 stars. Don't ask me what it's about. If it's 4 stars, it was pretty good. That's all I'm going to say. Now we're going into a couple of novellas by Bella Chandler. Oh, and we'll talk about Katie Robert novellas because those are actual age gaps too, okay? We have One Night Ex-Boyfriend's Daddy and One Night Daddy's Best Friend. They're just quick reads. They're quick reads. I mean, I rated them 3.5 stars. They probably had no plot whatsoever, but that wasn't the point of reading. That is not the point of reading an age gap novella. You're not reading it for the plot. Let's just get something straight here, okay? Obviously love the Hunted series by Ivy Smoke. I read every single book. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books in the series. I read them all. I rated them all between 4 and 5 stars. They were all amazing. I am not sure how big the age gap is, but there is one. She is a college student. He is a professor. I don't think he's an old professor. I think he's maybe, the age gap might be like 7, 8 years. I'm not sure. Nothing hugely significant. Ooh. Ha. I loved Power and Rule. Power is book 1. This is the Power series. Power is book 1 and Rule is book 2 by Cassandra Robbins. I rated them both 4.5 stars. I didn't write a book report on them, but I remember that they were really good. I believe one of them is a stepfather. The mom is like a piece of shit, like the worst. The fucking worst. And then The Man Upstairs by Jade West. I'm not going to say that this book was bad. I'm going to say that I just didn't like it. And I won't ever read it again. I rated it 3 stars or 3.5 stars. But it was an easy 2.5. It kind of gave me the ick. He kind of gave me the ick. I'm just, I'm good. I'm good. Now we're going to the 2 Katie Robert novellas that I have read. One is called Your Dad Will Do, and the other one is called My Dad's Best Friend. And they're short little novellas, and they hit the spot, and you don't need anything else. It is very good. Oh, we got another Bella Chandler. One Night Father's Enemy. Very good. Okay. Then I have, okay, so this is so weird to me because I really don't normally like to share like at all. But Gifted to His Dad by Jay Wilder. I did rate it 4.5 stars. Also a novella and also very spicy and also no plot at all, but like so good. So yeah. We got another 5-star novella with an age gap that I absolutely fucking loved. Bouquets and Buckles by Elliot Rose. Look at my book report and look how pretty it is. It is so good. It's so short and it's so good. And I loved it and I ate it up and I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It was yummy. I gave it a spice rating of 4.5. It's best friend's father. Yeah, it just hit. We are nearing the end. I am in my third and last book journal starting this year. So it's been a good year of reading. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to talk about Keep Me by Sarah Kate. I rated it 5 stars. I don't know exactly the age gap, but there is an age gap. And this is between Killian and Sylvie. And it's based in Scotland, I believe. And it is book 1 of the Sinful Manor series. I don't think there's a book 2 out yet, but it's so good. It's so good. This guy is so pained and has so many issues, and she is like helping him through it once she's there. It is a beautiful story. I love Sarah Kate. She wrote the Salacious Spanish Club series. I love her writing. I just think it's amazing. And yeah, so you guys should definitely 1000% fucking read Keep Me by Sarah Kate. Dublin Ink by Sienna Blake is another age gap book. I told you guys about Irish Kiss by Sienna Blake and how Darmid was in that one. Darmid is in this book as well, but it's not about him. This is about Ornia and Connor, and I talked about them in, I think, my first long form video here. Absolutely love them. I'm not sure of the age gap, but it is pretty big. And if you want to learn more about them, you can hear about them in my first video, which I think I talked about my 20. I don't remember. I don't remember what it was, but it's there. If not there, it's on my book talk. I did a full review on it and I loved it. 2 novellas. I also talked about these recently, so they're really fresh in my brain. They're 2 novellas by Cleo White, Chilled and Thrilled, and Kissed and Missed, and they are both age gap romances. One is best friend's dad, and one is ex-girlfriend's father. The FMC in book 2 is bisexual, so she ends up with the dad. I loved it. I don't want to say they're standalones because I feel like you need to read the first one to understand the second one, because Honor, which is in the second book, is the daughter of the dad in the first book. So I don't know if that made sense to you, but it made sense to me. I read a lot of age gaps this year, guys. Sugar and Skulls by L.M. Terry is a dark motorcycle romance, and there's a pretty significant age gap in that. I did talk about that book as well on my TikTok. It is so good, so spicy, a lot of pain in the backstory. A lot of trigger warnings that you need to check. I would totally check those before you read that. And last but not least, I just finished this book last night, so I don't have a book report on it. The Nanny is Off Limits by QB Tyler. It was just released. I just finished it. I just absolutely killed it, ate it up. So good. Left no crumbs. It was so good. I rated it 4.5 stars. Again, QB Tyler does age gap, does taboo like you would not believe. This is a single father age gap romance. He needed a nanny. His ex-wife died the year before. They were not married. They were divorced already, but she ended up dying in a car crash. They have 3 kids together, a 6-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 16-year-old. And he just needs a nanny. He's like a high-class lawyer, and he's just busy all the time. And so Ellie, who's 25, comes into their life, and he is 44, I believe. So there's a 19-year age gap, and it was just the mouth on this man. Oh God. I can't. I need to do a book review on this on TikTok. So there you have it. Your ultimate age gap book reference guide, whatever you want to call it. Those are all the books that I've read that have age gaps. I'm sure there are more. I'm sure. I'm just like, my brain is in a fog now. This is the longest video ever. I've just lost my thoughts. I'm done. I'm tired. Make sure you guys follow me on Book Talk. Make sure you follow me on Bookstagram. If you are in Connecticut and you want to hang out with some cool girlies, we meet up every other month. My book club is called Made You Book. All the links are in my bio, and all the links are also right here. So make sure you guys follow all this stuff. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. Make sure you like. I'm hoping to get this page going. It is fucking hard. I don't know what else to do anymore. but I'm having fun. So I will see you guys next week. I do post videos on Wednesday and Friday, so I will see you next Wednesday, and have a wonderful weekend.